What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. My name is Richie, and we have some breaking Knicks news. Ariel Hukporti is extended 2 years for the New York Knicks. This tells you all you need to know about how Leon Rose and the Knicks front office and the coaching staff believes and trusts the Knicks center, Ariel Hukporti. This is a guy who has really impressed me as a Knicks fan in his limited action on the court for the New York Knicks. You can tell that Tom Thibodeau likes him on the court in certain matchups, right? He's not a regular in the rotation yet, but he is definitely a player when he's on the court. He plays with effort. He plays with tenacity. He has length, size. I mean, he could block shots. He looks like a player that Tom Thibodeau is going to develop into an actual monster for the New York Knicks. So Knicks fans, let me know your thoughts right now in the comment section of this news of the Knicks converting the two-way center to a 2-year fully guaranteed contract that includes a team option in 2025 and 2026. I'm excited about this because the Knicks have been striking gold in the draft for the last 5 or 6 years, if you say that, but they've been flipping their assets for guys like OG Anunoby, flipping IQ and RJ Barrett, trading all their draft capital for Mikal Bridges, trading Dante and Randall, who they didn't get in the draft, but you know what I'm trying to say here. The Knicks have been slowly drafting and bringing in free agents to really build a foundation, and I really think that the Knicks rookies this year is going to be pivotal for the future of this Knicks team, because you can argue the Knicks have one of the best starting fives in basketball. I mean, through 5 games, you can see their chemistry is just getting better and better and better, but if there's one thing that Knicks fans are a little concerned about, it's definitely the bench, right? Let's be honest. We have Deuce McBride that we're excited about, but the bench outside of Deuce is kind of weak on paper. Cameron Payne is like, that veteran, that savvy. He's not going to really do anything great, but he can provide some minutes. We're waiting for Precious Achiuwa to come back, who I think is going to provide an actual impact off the bench. We're still waiting Mitchell Robinson, who's going to be a big impact when he's healthy, hopefully. And outside of that, right, there's not a lot of guys to be excited about outside of the rookies, right? We have Ariel Hukporti that we want to see, Ariel Hukporti, of course, Jericho Sims you got to throw in there, who's been very underwhelming. So having a guy like Ariel Hukporti, who the Knicks were able to draft late in the second round and show somewhat of spark and positive impact early on this season when his name is called, I love this. I think the Knicks are really trying to have their full confidence and trust in Hukporti, and for Tom Thibodeau to put Hukporti out there in some clutch time minutes late in the fourth quarter against the Cavaliers a few weeks ago tells me all you need to know, that the Knicks do have trust in him. Now, I did make a video recently about Hukporti kind of stealing Jericho Sims' role, and I may have jumped the gun a little bit because I was reacting to the Knicks-Cavs game, but a few games after that, I realized, and I said this in a few post-game videos, that Tom Thibodeau is not going to put Ariel Hukporti out there unless the matchups make it necessary. I think Tibbs is kind of that coach that looks at the other team like, okay, they got that center that Hukporti can match up against, or they got that big man, or, okay, Jericho Sims can match up more against the Miami Heat, for example. Bam Adebayo, more athletic, kind of can shoot the rock. Jericho Sims is a little bit more laterally gifted, if you will, vertically, and able to kind of match up a little bit better from Tibbs' perspective, of course. And also, Karl-Anthony Towns in that Miami Heat game got 44 points, so no one needed to be off the bench for that. But it seems like the Knicks have a plan for Hukporti, and it's exciting that they are committing to a 2-year contract for him, because if the Knicks can continuously draft well, more particularly hit on this draft class, because all of our draft picks and our ammo for the future kind of is gone, right? We traded it for Karl-Anthony Towns. We traded it for Mikal Bridges, more specifically. So we needed to make sure that this draft class was going to be a draft class that we can have confidence to develop for the long run, to be that role players. I don't think any of these guys were expecting to be starters in the future, because the starting 5 is kind of together for the next 2 to 3 seasons. Brunson's long-term here. Cat's here for 4 seasons. Josh Hart's here long-term. Bridges, we're going to have to see about that contract extension in 2 seasons. OG's here long-term. So the starting 5 isn't going nowhere. But the bench, like if Hukporti can develop and be the primary guy off the bench eventually, if Bacome Daddier can develop off the bench and become a primary guy, if Tyler Kolek can be the primary backup behind Jalen Brunson down the line, like that is so big. And then Kevin McCullough Jr., the guy that we're expecting to be somewhat of a new Josh Hart, because that's kind of who he was in college basketball. So let me know your thoughts, guys, of the Knicks converting Ariel Hukporti's 2-way center contract into a standard 2-year NBA contract, because that really tells you all the confidence that the New York Knicks have in this rookie. So share your thoughts. Hit the like button. We got Knicks basketball tonight against Houston Rockets. I'm excited about that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's go Knicks as always. See you guys next time. Peace out.